welcome back to the channel, you guys. Trying to get my camera situated. The reason is because I'm trying to keep it plugged in to charge because my battery is low. My battery is low, you guys, so I'm trying to keep it plugged in. But my cord, I haven't gotten a new cord. Forgive me. Forgive yourself. I have not gotten a new cord that's longer, cord for charging. So I have to keep the camera forward, and I got this extension as far as it will reach, you guys. So, okay, we doing the best we can do right now. Okay, so it's charged. Let me see if it's still charging. It's still charging. It's in there. Okay, we are good. Okay, you guys. So, of course, you guys, as I always tell you guys, we do a lunch live where I go live with you guys every week. I have decided where I can put it in my calendar to do it every week, and every week on Thursday afternoons. So we're doing our lives on Thursday afternoons once a week. But I need to incorporate my lunch. I can't just sit here and talk to you guys because I need to multitask. Tracy is a multitasker. So for lunch, you guys, today I got me a salad again from, oh Jesus, I got me a salad again from the good Wendy's. So today we have, I love this salad, you guys. I told you guys I am a creature of habit, and I tend to eat the same things, oh shoot, all the time, which is one of the reasons why I stopped cooking on my channel, because when I really kind of got my diet and my lifestyle down to exactly what I can eat and what I enjoy eating, it ended up being that I was eating the same things over and over and over again. So I got it down. So now I don't cook a variety of things, nor do I eat a variety of things. I tend to eat the same things. Like I'll eat a variety of different food items, but I don't eat a lot of different meals. I tend to have my same go-to meals. Like my favorite meal, you guys, that I make at home, my favorite meal is to make a ribeye steak with a large salad. That is my favorite go-to. And so if I were cooking on the channel, I would just like cooking what I really like to eat. I would be cooking the same things over and over again. But I do get a variety of food. Like I eat red meat. I eat chicken. I eat pork. I eat all meat. Now that I think about it. Meats that we have over here. I don't eat things like goat and stuff like that because, you know, we don't eat that over here. Yes, you guys, as you come in, be sure to say hi to the T-Bird when you come in, and be sure to do a thumbs up on the video. How do you say that? Bavik says hi. Hi, Bavik. J3, that looks like Johnson to me, but I'm gonna just say Johnson. Johnson says hi. Hi. Say hi to me as you guys come in. That is the nice thing to do when you come into someone's home. And while I'm sitting here having lunch with you guys, this is like my home. So yes, be sure to say hi to me as you guys come in. I'm eating for lunch today, and like I told you guys before previously, I have to eat my lunch while I'm on the live with you guys, talking with you guys. So it's like we're having lunch together. And so if you don't like the sound of people smacking and eating, or if you just don't like to see people eating, check back in about 20 minutes, and I should be through eating by then. Hey, Nikki. Nikki says, hi, happy Thursday. So anyway, you guys, I brought my Tupperware dish from home because you guys know I like to move it around. And look, it's like not a whole lot of space to really, once I put, whoa. Stay in there. Okay, so it's not a whole lot of room. Once I put, oh, I thought that was a piece of chicken. Look, everything sank to the bottom. There's not a whole lot of room once I put the salad dressing on here to shake it up. And I like to shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. A twist and twist down. Oh my God, you know why that song is in my head, you guys? Over the weekend, Freed Your Inner Chef says, hi, T-Bird, hey! You guys know that's my nickname that I gave myself, T-Bird, because when I was a kid, my real nickname was Birdie. And then, of course, Tracy. So I made my own nickname, which is T-Bird. T-Bird! That is so fitting for me, too. T-Bird! Okay, so we have the pomegranate dressing on there. You guys, if you guys have never had this salad from Wendy's, you have no idea what you're missing. It's called the apple pecan salad. And it has the lettuce, red and green apples, grilled chicken pieces, blue cheese. Oh my God, blue cheese is my favorite. Crumbled blue cheese. And then we put the pomegranate vinaigrette dressing on there, which is what I just put in there. And then you top it off with the roasted pecans. Baby! You don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. Oh my God! Freed Your Inner Chef says, you are so entertaining. I watch your videos daily. Oh my God, that is such an amazing compliment. Thank you. Get the Holy Spirit, eternal life, heaven, praise God. Wasad or whoever left that Jesus comment, you might be on the wrong live because this is not a Bible or scripture live nor channel. My channel is not about religion, so don't put those comments down there. Stray Kids. Oh my God, that is such a gorgeous name. I love that username, Stray Kids. Stray Kids says, girl, you are gorgeous. Wow, thank you so much. Oh my God. Hiromi says, I'm sorry, if I may ask, do you have a man? If you do, he didn't train you right. So make yourself useful, get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is so funny. And then he says, I'm just giving you life advice. Bent, we don't use those words. Ben said, what's up my end? Ooh, Bent, don't use that. Don't use the N word over here. I don't use, no. I hate, and there are very few things that I hate. But the N word, the B word, no, don't use that. He says I'm black though. Yeah. How about introducing yourself and saying, hi, Tracy. How are you? Instead of what's up my end. Ugh, nasty word. That is such a nasty, nasty word. I used to have a cousin who used to always use that N word, every other word. In this, in that. I said, I literally had to tell him, I said, if you're going to use the N word, you cannot come into my house. And he was so used to saying it though. A lot of black men are just so used to saying that nasty N word. And I literally told him, I said, if you cannot stop using the N word, you can't come over to my house again. What you eating? I'm eating a salad from Wendy's. It's called the apple pecan salad. It is my favorite fast food restaurant salad. I was amazed to find out not a lot of fast food restaurants serve salad anymore. Yep. Donnie said, hello from New Jersey. Hi. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in and give me a thumbs up. Definitely before you leave if you can't stay and have lunch with me. Oh, Hermione says no. Tracy, honest question. What do you think about these religious people who spread the word of God on your life? Oh, Nikki said, I'm having a salad for dinner. Hey, Nikki, what do you like on your salad? Yes. Stray Kid says she'll be back. She hopes that I don't know if that's a lady. The user picture, profile picture looks like a lady. Yes, come back, come back. Uh, so is Wendy your go-to? For fast food, if I want a salad with my sandwich, yes, because I recently found out that McDonald's doesn't have salads, but I'm not really a McDonald's person anyway. Hater says hi, hello, hello. Where are you from? I live in Las Vegas. I'm originally from Missouri. Alan said hi, hello, hi. Shander said, hey, what's up, my G? Oh my God. You guys, that is so funny. Oh, Golden. Hi, Golden. How are you? Golden says you are so pretty. Thank you so much. Oh, say hi. Say hi. Yes, we have. Say hi to me as you guys come in. Oh, Alan said you are so beautiful, girl. Thank you. Wow, you guys are so nice. so, so you have fast food days? Yes, I have fast food days, you guys. I follow a low carb diet, or I don't even like to say diet. It's a low carb lifestyle. I changed my lifestyle to low carb probably, I want to say, 4 years ago. I haven't looked back. Haven't looked back. So I'm always like incorporating things that are low carb. And so if I'm out on the run, out in the streets, got to grab lunch, I have my go-to places. So you guys see oftentimes in the videos, I'll stop at Starbucks. One, because I want to get my good coffee, but two, because I can get the egg bites there. Sometimes I'll even get the Starbucks sausage and egg sandwich. And if I have my lunch bag with me, I'll just take the croissant or whatever it comes on, I'll just take it off and replace it with my zero carb tortillas. And that's always what I do when I get a hamburger or something from a fast food place. I'll take off the bun and replace it with my zero carb tortillas. Ooh, Nikki said her salad it will be a salad with tuna, eggs, spinach, tomatoes, cucumber, bacon, cheese, and Thousand Island dressing. Girl, shut your mouth. That sounds so good. Tuna. I love tuna, and I never put tuna on my salad. You just gave me a whole idea. Thank you. Bakwa says, why did you change? Why did I change my diet? Rock says, hi, hi, yes. You guys say hi as you come in. Box, does it say Box or Bex? Bex says, hi, 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 Rush. Do you pronounce that like Rush? Hi. Aw. Box said, I just subscribed. Thank you. Alan said, rabbit food. No, I do not eat rabbit food. I eat well. Beck says, you're my fave. Oh, Nikki said, that's good. You just gave me a whole idea, Nikki. Tuna in my salad. Oh my God. Rock said, hi, boo. Hi, boo. Hi. Shaman says, hi, beautiful. Thank you. Hello, hello. Okay. Rachel. Rock is Rachel. Okay, I got you, Rachel. I got you now. Shander says, you got perfect breakfast lips. Oh, boy. When I was younger, that's the number one thing that guys would say. But they didn't say breakfast lips. They said something else. Oh, welcome, Amalu says, I'm new here. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Denise Stevens says, I love your content. Wow, Denise, thank you so much. Beck says, is Kerry Washington your sister? No, she is not. Although that is so funny that you said that, Bex. I did a live. Ooh, maybe that was 23. And it was after I had read Kerry Washington's book. And I don't even know the name of it now. Day says, I eat well too. I eat well too, baby. Ladies, if you're out here and you're dating men, you need to make sure what kind of diet they have. You guys know that I try to encourage my ladies to close their legs. But ladies, if you're going to be out here making whoopee with these men, you need to know what their diet entails. Because when you allow these men to dump their semen inside of you and they have a nasty, poor diet, they're just dumping toxins all in your body. And when your pH balance is going to be off, you're going to have bacteria infections, UTIs, and you wondering why. It's that man. Rachel said, yes, I was binge watching your other video. So funny and true. If we're making money, who in the hell doing 50-50? Cheap man. LOL. Exactly. Shander says, they said breakfast melons. Ha ha ha. Just Davids or whatever. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Men are so funny. Shander says, you so pretty and good looking. I'm in Ohio. Hi, from Ohio. Beck says, currently in Bolivia. Wow. Greg L says, don't chew so hard. Your wig is going to fall off. That is so funny. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, Greg, don't get blocked. You know what I don't understand, ladies? Rhonda's Bravorita says, you're speaking the truth, beautiful. Ladies, have you noticed this? That it's only men. This is why I say in all of my videos that men are so emotionally unintelligent. Like they have the emotional intelligence of a toddler. Do you guys see why I say that? Look at the men that come into my chat. You have a lot of the men, and I appreciate these gentlemen who come into the chat and they give a compliment and they nice and they have good conversations. You guys know that I'm stimulated by intellect. And I get a lot of men like that will come into my chat, just want to have a good, healthy debate. But ladies, do you see how there's always going to be some men? It's never women. It's always going to be some men with this low IQ that will come onto a live just to disrespect a woman. Why? I never see women doing that. If women don't like somebody on a good social, they'll just not watch them. If they don't like somebody and they listening to that man's live or that woman's live, they're either watching the live for entertainment purposes and they'll just be quiet in the background, or they may say hi, but they're not going to come into somebody's live just to insult them. Rachel says they have mommy issues. Yes, they do. I do not understand what is going on. Good point. Dave Walker says a lot of the guys do this. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel said that's her hair. That is not a wig. Thank you, Rachel. I love my ladies. Ooh, y'all know I love the ladies. Who said that? Dave Walker said they do it because they want to get your reaction. And you guys know I love to laugh. And anybody who watches me knows how much I love to laugh. But you don't have to insult me. Right? That's what I'm saying. They're so immature. That's something the boys would do back in elementary school. Sharkwater said East London in the building. What y'all doing over there in East London? I was in London back in 2017. I had a good time. But I could never live over there. I think we were there for 2 weeks. Every day. Every day we were there. It was literally either an overcast or raining. And you guys know how much I love the sun. That just does not work for me. It was fun, but I could never live there. Meatface says, I love eggs. Let me see how to say your name. Reverita says, men, they say they want a woman with her own hair, but truth is, half the time they don't even know the difference. Yeah. Or what they'll do is they'll say that they want a woman with her natural hair, but then when they go to choose a woman on the app or whoever they're liking and giving thumbs up and hearts to, Instagram models, girls on the TikTok, they're never usually girls with their natural hair. So it's like they say one thing, but their actions are the complete opposite. George says, what do you have my love for it? What's that? What does that mean, George? Yeah. Rachel said if these men had real jobs, they wouldn't have the time to be out here on social media. Rachel, that just reminded me that I was just thinking the other day about, I forgot whose video I was watching. And they were basically saying that women are making these men effeminate. And I'm like, how? When you have so many men out here on these podcasts have YouTube channels that they chose to create, sitting at a desk all day, not getting any sun, and they literally just stay behind their keyboards bashing women. To me, a desk job traditionally was more like a feminine job, a female woman job. These men have made a living just being on social media all day, talking and gossiping like girls. But then they say that it's our fault that they act like girls. D Ski says, have you seen these wigs these women are wearing nowadays? They absolutely know the difference. Rachel said they just deflect. They don't have any jobs. Yes, absolutely. Because I was just thinking the other day, I was like, these men are always out here talking about the masculine man and what makes a masculine man, and they not toxic masculine men. They're always talking about masculinity, but they're doing like one of the most, to me, feminine jobs ever, which is sitting behind a desk and got this big black eggplant mic in their mouths. I'm like, what happened to the men who just go out there and literally work, like work with their hands? They stay out here on the social media talking about they're the builders and they build buildings and roads, but they are not out there building. They're not in construction. Talking about women need them because they're builders. No, the men who are out there actually building houses are out there building houses. They are not out here on social media kicking up all this dust and bashing these women. I'm like, actually, now that you brought it up, sir, where are all the men who are out here working in construction, building buildings? Where are they? If that's the masculine man that they always talking about is such a builder, we build things. These men are not building a darn thing. I was watching, oh my God. I was watching one of these really, really popular podcasters. One of the ladies in my comment section, she said he looked like a milk dud. I died. He has multiple channels and he is super, super popular. He's always talking about the masculine man, what women need to do, what happened to the fall of society and the nuclear family, and women this and women are always at fault. He absolutely claims to be a red pillar. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. I was watching one of his videos just yesterday because I told you guys I like to watch their videos every now and then just so I can get inspiration for what I want to talk about. And Rufus said, you're weird. I am very different, Rufus. I would say that. But Rufus, if you don't like me, go ahead and click off, babe. Rachel, exactly. Rachel said they can't even change a doorknob. They're not masculine at all. But they always talking about the women have made them feminine. No, we didn't. At any point, you guys could go out there and build a house. At any time, you guys could go get yourself a hammer and go build something. They just want to stay on social media, gossiping and talking like girls. And so I was watching this very, very popular YouTuber, you guys. He always talking about the woman. He's red pill. Women are at fault for everything. So, yep. Oh my God, Ravita, you're ahead of me. You already ahead of me. You are already ahead of me. Ravita said they in the nail salon getting their manicures and pedicures. Okay, Ravita, this is exactly where I'm headed. I was looking at, hey, Twanda, how you doing? Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you come in. John says, love your hair. You keep rocking. Wait, just keep rocking, girl. Yes, thank you so much. Kushi says, you're like a beautiful drill sergeant. What the hell? Oh my God. Let me get back to what Rita was saying. Maggie says, who made your car? Okay. So they talking about men building things. Again, whoever said that, Maggie or whatever, I bet whoever said who made your car, I bet they don't work for an auto plant. You know what I mean? Like they're always talking about, hi Erica. Erica said hi. Maggie said, who made you? Okay, I think this is another one of those men who feel like they create life. Who made me? A woman. Anyway, the person who said who made my car, they're always saying things like this, ladies, but they won't be the same man who actually works in an auto plant building cars. Who made that building that you living in? They're just saying a man, but they won't actually be the man who is in construction building buildings. And like my one girl said on my last live, who needs buildings and roads if you don't have life? Women create life. But let me get back to this YouTuber, you guys. This YouTuber, and he always talking about he red pill, and always talking about everything is the woman's fault. Do you guys know I literally was watching one of his videos yesterday? And as he's talking, he starts doing some movements like this with his hands. I literally had to pause it and open up the image because I was like, what in the hell? He is constantly going on and on, you guys, about the masculine man, and women need to know their place, and women have destroyed the nuclear family. You guys, he starts moving like this with his hands. Shoot. He starts moving like this with his hands, you guys, and this man literally has his nails done. Why he out here talking about the masculine man? And women need to know their place. He's moving his hands around like this. You guys, his nails are literally, he's grown them out. They're not as long as mine, but not too far from. But he's grown them out, and he has literally shaped them, you guys. He is doing all this moving around, talking about the masculine man, and he has his nails done. No, Meg, mogging, whatever your name is, mogging you. No, it's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. But a man, Rachel said he's DL. I think so too. He absolutely, I don't know if you know I'm talking about, Rachel, but I think he absolutely, anytime I see a man who have that much disdain for a woman, in my opinion, that man is DL. That man is just one step away from being absolutely DL. No, there's nothing wrong with a man taking care of himself. But men, let me explain this to you about women. Women want your nails to be sharp and clean. That's all we want. We want your nails to be short and to be clean. Your toenails, we want you to clip your toenails, keep them short and clean. So this is why I say men like this who doing all these manicures and pedicures, getting their nails buffed and polished. This is why, in my opinion, I think this is a DL man. Because who are you doing that for? I have not ran across one woman in all of my years of living who is like, oh, I really do love the fact that my man has a standing appointment every week to get a manicure and a pedicure. Men who are masculine men, they are not out here getting manicures and pedicures every week. They're not out here growing out their nails so that they can shape them like this dude had done. His nails were literally shaped, you guys. I could not believe it. I'm like, and then they want to come out here constantly talking to the woman, talking about these single mamas, they destroying these young boys. You have your nails done, sir. Rachel said crazy. They have their nails done. That is absolutely crazy. Rachel said exactly. He's DL with mommy issues because why they obsessed with women. Yes. Real men have better things to do. Absolutely. Uh, Moon says, good afternoon, beautiful. Good afternoon. Hi. Yep. Yep. DL means down low. Hey, from Ireland. Luke Lang says, hey, from Ireland. You are absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Thank you, Luke. Uh, Reverita says, you can tell the difference between my hands and my husband's hands. No, his hands are not softer than mine. Yes. Absolutely. They are literally turning themselves into this very feminine man, but they want to blame the woman. Who told you to go out there, grow your nails out as a man, and then shape them and buff them and polish them? Man, let me explain something to you. Women want, if you really and truly just want to only attract women, women just want men's nails to be cut low and clean. All of this buffing, going to the nail salon every week, painting your nails, you're not doing that for women. I don't care what they say. They're not doing that for women. I remember, what comedian was that? That was a comedian back in the day. And he said he only has things in his apartment that women like. And I think he was saying something like, the only reason he has champagne in his refrigerator is because women like champagne. The only reason he has rose wine is because women like rose wine. He said, I'm going to do whatever I know women like because I like women. You men are not going to tell me that women are attracted to men who have their nails painted like this. Men who go out every week getting their nails shaped and buffed and growing them out. You're not, I don't care what you say. You're not doing that for a woman. You are doing that for a dude. You are doing that to attract dudes. I don't care what they say. RR said, do you remember where your hazard lights are? Yes, RR. Thank you so much for helping me last week. You guys, I had accidentally turned on my hazard lights last week, and I didn't know where I didn't know where the button was to turn them off. Oh, it was so freaking funny. Oh my God. Nike says my sister did. I don't know what that's about. Terrence says, hi. Hi, Terrence. How are you? What do you guys think? Do you guys think a man who has a standing appointment to go get his nails done, a man who every week, is that masculine? A man who goes to get his nails grown out so that he can get them shaped and buffed, is that masculine? Is that a masculine thing to do? And this is how you also know that they are talking absolute nonsense, because the same man who they say doing all this building, that is not the same man sitting up there in the nail salon every week. No. 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 Manly men don't do that. I don't care what you say. Nike said, okay, painting the nails is drawing the line. Okay. But a lot of these men are out here painting their nails. A lot of men are out here doing what they call, because I called this one dude on this some years back. I was like, you're painting your nails now? And you telling me that you're straight? And so we had this debate, and he was like, it's not clear nail polish. I buffed my nails. Because apparently when they're in the salon, you guys, they can buff them. Ladies, you might notice if you have a buffer at home, and you can buff them so that it'll give it this like a really good shine. So the dude back in the day was like, it's not clear nail polish. I buffed them. They were buffed. The nail technician, she buffed them for me. Man, I'm just trying to tell you this. Women don't require that. Women don't care, nor do they like that your nails look like they are painted. Whether they're buffed or it's clear nail polish. That is not attracting a woman. A woman wants to know, do you have your own job? Can you take care of yourself and not be a leech on her? Do you have a job? Can you take care of your own bills? Do you have your own home? Do you have your own means of transportation? Are you a good, respectable person? Do you not have all these baby mamas out here all over the place? Do you have emotional intelligence? I have never heard a lady, when she lists off her standards for a man, I have never heard her say, I want him to have polished nails. I want him to go to the salon and get manicures and pedicures every week and get his nails buffed so shiny that it looks like it's nail polish. I have never heard a woman say that or list that as a requirement that she wants in a man. I could be wrong. You men can't barely do the basics. A lot of these men don't barely take a shower every day. These women are asking for the basics. They're like, can you take a shower daily? Yeah. Can you have somewhat of a clean diet? Can you not be an alcoholic? Can you not bust me upside my head and abuse me? Like, these women are asking for some basic stuff. You're not going to tell me. You are not going to convince me that these women want these men to have their nails done. These men are DL. I don't care what you say. They are DL, ladies. I've been seeing a lot of men. No, it's just that I just like to take care of myself, like that one person was saying. Oh, so you don't like a man who take care of himself? Ladies, that's not taking care of himself. That's going to the next level. That's going to the next level. And most women don't care nothing about you painting your nails. As a matter of fact, it is a turnoff. It is a turnoff. Most of these men, the ladies are like, it would be nice if you treated me to a manicure or a pedicure. They don't want to know that you going out getting a manicure and a pedicure. Ladies, don't fall for it. This is beyond just grooming. This is beyond grooming. In my opinion, a man who gets his nails painted is DL. At best, bi-curious. He wants to be a woman. He wants to be a woman. I really do feel, ladies, this is the reason why so many of these men have so much heat. They have so much smoke for this woman. I personally believe that it's because they want to be women. They are jealous of women. What time is it in America? 12:44 in the afternoon. Deesky said, don't you think that both men and women have things that we can work on? Absolutely. Absolutely, Deesky. New Day! Hi, New Day! New Day say, hey, Tracy! Hey, girl, hey! I love to see you when you come into the chats. It's the only time I can really see you. RR said, guys can get nails done, but it's not for me. Or do you think that a man who goes to get his nails done, is that a feminine quality, or do you think that's very masculine? Nike says, you're not lying. A lot of my friends be stank as F. Mhm. Cavalier says, work in a gold mine in Arctic. No men paint their nails. Exactly. Or R said, guys that paint their nails pink is just not normal to me. What if they paint their nails black? What if they paint their nails with just a clear nail polish? Is that still masculine? Yes, New Day. They are mean. These men today are mean. I really do feel like it's because they want to be women, but they don't have the courage to just go out and be a transgender person. They don't have the courage to just go out there and live their authentic life, so they attack women. Yes. Yes. The host said, I'm glad that a lot of men are, I'm proud of the men who are living their truth, living their authentic life. So am I. So am I, the host. I encourage it. Go live your life. And ladies, you want to encourage it too. You see a man out here grooming more than you do, going to get his nails and hair done. He just one step away from buying a dress. Just tell him, just say, oh, it was nice the time that we had together. Thank you so much for the time spent, and send him on his way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of these men grew up as young boys wanting to dress and look like their moms, but they were told that they couldn't. Hmm. And now they've turned into these mean adult men. They are mean. They are mad. Nike says, stay away from the guy with the black nails. He's going to be weird in the head. Mm-hmm. Erica said he preparing for the red dress run. Oh my God. Oh my God. But they out here. And the thing that is kind of disturbing to me, you guys, is that a lot of these men with their nails painted and all their little feminine energy, they have these huge platforms of other men watching them, other young guys watching them. So they're like, these young guys are like, oh yeah, it's normal to paint your nails. Mm-hmm. Russell said, any paint on a man is weird. It is. It is. Ladies, I'm telling you, you say it's okay, he can paint his nails, I promise you he's going to move on to the next. He's then going to test you. And then he's going to be wearing lip gloss. And he's going to say, it's just to keep my lips moisturized. And then when you say, why don't you just get some chapstick? No, because this gives me extra moisture. But your lips are shining like a girl. But I gotta keep my lips moist. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what you ladies are gonna have is this man that I had met online some years back. And he admitted to me that When his wife goes to work, he goes into her lingerie drawer, ladies, listen. He goes into her lingerie drawer, his wife, and he puts on her panties and bra. And he gets off on the fact that he walking around all day out here with a button down and khakis on, but underneath he has on his wife's panty and bra. Real life story. Terrence said men that paint their nails are a part of the community. I agree. Marcus said, what's popping? Nike said, oh, hell no. Yes, he did, Nike. He told me that. He told me that. He said he also goes in the medicine cabinet when she goes to work. His wife, I think because they work 2 different shifts, so he was off during the day and worked at night. She worked during the day and was off at night. So he would wait till she went to work during the day. And he said he would go in the medicine cabinet and get some of her makeup and be playing with the makeup and everything. Yeah. They want to be women. Oh. Russell said, I like French chip, but only on a lady. I like a good clean French tip too. Classy. What? R said, Tracy, you not said whoopee? Yeah. Oh, whoopee. Oh, yeah, I did. I said it earlier, or was I making a video? I made a video before I came on here, you guys. So I was like, wait, did I say making whoopee on the video before I came on live? Or you know, that's my favorite, making whoopee. Ravita said, Tracy, do you think that he was using her feminine products? Oh, Ravita, that just gave me a visual. I don't think that that's what you meant. What you mean, Ravita? Are you saying like her tampons? You guys know I'm visual. That just gave me a crazy visual, Ravita. Her feminine products. Russell said, you're a classy lady. Wow, Russell, thank you so much. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi when you come in. Ebola back says hi. Say hi as you guys come in and be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Oh, yes, more than her. No. David said, get an OnlyFans. Oh my God, David, I was in my weightlifting class yesterday, and oh my God, we were sitting there, and I think the instructor had us doing, oh my God, he worked our abs to death. He does a lot of it's a weightlifting class, you guys, but we do a lot of light weights, a lot of repetitions, so we get our cardio and weightlifting in. And a lot of times, if we're not doing light weights, he has us just using our own body weight. And he had us doing some, wait, I'm so bad at this. Wait, is that push-ups or sit-ups? Wait a minute. Push-ups, right? Where we were down on our knees and we facing the ground and we had our hand down like this. And we're doing some push-ups, right? That's push-ups. And so we were doing the push-ups, and one of my girlfriends in the class, and I'm telling you guys, you cannot be cute in his class. Like he just makes you yell out like, oh my God, like I'm always like, oh my God, Jesus. Like because it's a really intense workout. And so we were doing these push-ups, but you may be thinking, okay, push-up is no big deal. But he had you going to the rhythm of the beat of the songs that he played. So you're doing a lot of them, right? And she's doing it, and one of my girlfriends was over there, and the way she gets it out, I'll just like sometimes scream out like, oh my God. Or I'll be like, Jesus, like that. But she does this sound that she makes, and it literally sounds, and she's like, when she's doing her push-ups, and it starts getting too hard for her, she'll be like, I said, oh my God. I literally had fallen on the floor. I was laughing so hard. And when we got through, I said, girl, I said, I don't know why you just sound like you on your OnlyFans page. Oh my God. She turned so red. She was laughing so hard. She was like, I wish I could make money on the OnlyFans. I said, you can. And she nice looking too. I said, what do you mean you wish? Girl, you better get on OnlyFans if you don't have a problem doing it. I didn't, and like I told you guys, I just recently found out that you can it's different levels to the OnlyFans. I thought it was only you showing yourself making whoopee. Apparently, you don't have to do making whoopee. You can do all kind of other things, sensual things, I suppose. And I told her, I said, girl, you can make the whoopee. I said, girl, you can. I said, because, girl, the sounds you were over there making. She said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, no, don't apologize. I said, I'd like to hear you. It just makes the class so much more fun every time I hear her. It just makes me crack up. She said, oh, I'm going to try to pay attention to that so I can stop. I said, no, don't stop. I said, I love it when you do that. She'll be like, ah, ah, ah. Oh my oh, and I had just called it out just right there in the class. I said it out loud. I said, girl, you sound like you on your OnlyFans page. Oh my gosh, she was laughing so hard. Oh, that is so funny. Uh, oh wait, I lost my place. Ravita said, Tracy, I'm serious. He probably was using her feminine products. You guys, it's a lot of men out here. They are just freaks. Absolute freaks. Person say yes for real. No, I never heard that. Terrence said Marvin Gaye's father used to wear his wife's dresses. Oh, I used to love me some Marvin Gaye music. When I went away to college, I don't know. Somebody started playing some Marvin Gaye. And when I tell you guys, I went deep in the rabbit hole. I could not stop. I was listening to all of Marvin Gaye's music for months nonstop. I went back home for the holidays, and my mom was like, what are you playing? And I was like, this is Marvin Gaye. And she was like, I know who that is. She was like, that is not your generation. Why are you playing that music? I was like, I love his music. When I found out how he transitioned with his father taking his life, right? Russell said Al Green is wearing stockings. Something on my screen. Wait. Said Al Green is wearing stockings now. Stop this. No. No. RR said, RR, you guys, is all into the cars. And he says, Tracy, do you keep your car clean? I was furious. I let a woman eat a Big Mac in mine and she dropped it. Oh, that is so funny to me because I used to know this dude who was so anal about his car. But to answer your question, yes, I keep my car clean. You can see, can't you? I usually just keep my yoga mat back there, and then in my passenger seat is just my gym bag, and then my lunch bag, and usually my water bottle. But other than that, yep, my back is clean, and the trunk, I just vacuumed out my car the other day actually, and I was vacuuming out the trunk. Oh yes, I am all about a clean house, a clean room, a clean car. I believe a clean anything is indicative of what's going on in your mind. So when I see people who have nasty, dirty cars, cluttered room, a nasty, cluttered house, a hoarder, that lets me know a lot about them. That means inside, in their mind, they are all over the place. But I used to know this guy, and he was so anal about his car. Oh my God, it was so freaking funny. He wouldn't even let you eat in his car. He would not even let you eat in his car. It was like, no. Which I never understood, because it's like, even me, I love a clean car, but I literally clean out my car or dust it off. I usually keep this towel in here. You guys know these dust cloths like this. And so because I got this big monitor screen up here, and so I always have this in here. I'm on the stop sign, I'm doing like this. I'm always wiping Matthew off like this, doing like this. But I always keep this right here in the car. And so I never understood why. See, you're going to have me doing it. I never understood why men would, even if they like their cars clean, they would say, don't eat in my car. I'm like, but don't you just clean out your car every week anyway? So the girl drops some crumbs or something like that, aren't you going to just go back? Aren't you normally going to go vacuum your car out once a week anyway? Oh, that just reminded me, RR, of that guy that I used to date, who was so anal about his car. You would have to sit in his car like this. He didn't want you touching nothing. If you did, he was just an anal freak anyway. If you just did like this on the console, trying to pick out a radio station or something, he would be freaking out. I think the dude was DL. He'd be freaking out. Oh my God, don't put fingerprints all over my screen. Don't put fingerprints on my on the dash. He didn't want you to touch nothing. Sit there, be still. Be Natural says, you are so beautiful. Wow, thank you so much. RR said, the girl in the weight class said she sounded like she was making whoopee. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. It was so funny. I was amazed that I was the only person. I'm like, am I a freak? Because I was the only person who was like paying attention to it. Everybody else was just like doing their thing. I'm like, does this not sound like making whoopee to you guys? It was so funny. Ravita said, you are so funny, Tracy. When a girl makes bank off her from OnlyFans. Oh, what? Nike says, I also know a dude who made a girl wait a minute. A dude who made an AI girl and makes bank off her OnlyFans. Nike, I have been seeing so many AI women. I saw this, did you guys see this? A lot of influencers and YouTube, social media creators, you guys are really getting concerned and angry about, they're now called AI influencers, you guys. There was one that I saw, I could not believe that was AI. And you guys know I'm all into the AI. I was like, that is crazy. And she was sitting there and she was doing a mukbang. And it was a black girl, and she was doing a mukbang. She looked like the real thing, you guys. And she was like, yes, because I'm going to eat this chicken. She had this huge chicken leg. And the only reason you knew that this was AI, you guys, is because she does like this. She goes, yeah, because and we're just here doing a mukbang with the chicken leg, and she and this huge chicken leg, look like a real chicken leg. But the only reason you knew it was AI is because she does like this. And then when she does like this, a full chicken leg goes in her mouth, and just in one like this, she goes. And then when she pulls it out, it's just the bone. That's the only reason you knew it was AI, you guys. Have you guys seen these AI influencers? We live in such amazing times. They said that YouTube is starting to implement some new strategies on these AI channels. That basically, if it's a channel that is like all AI, that they are going to maybe they don't get monetized the same way as humans get monetized. Because you guys, there are a lot of now AI girls, AI influencers. It is crazy. Terrence said there's a book about that, about the AI girlfriends. Uh-uh. Oh my God. Russell said the freakiest thing he doing is a tongue in between the cheeks. Oh my God. I think they call that eating. Do they still call that eating a salad or something? Oh my God. Oh no. Okay, New Day says she wants some Al Green receipts. Talking about Al Green wearing stockings. Can we get some receipts? Yep. Next thing to godliness is cleanliness. Absolutely. One dent in the sea. Yes, Russell. He did not want fingerprints in his car. Yes. Gia says, hi Tracy. Hey Gia. She says, I couldn't date a guy like that. I need to be myself. Oh, I have dated some very interesting people. I'll put it like that. Tashim says hi. Yes, you guys say hi as you come in. Matthew says hi, hello. And be sure to hit the thumbs up button as you guys come in. Patrick says, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hi, Patrick. Play Jagged Edge. Oh my God, the other day in my weightlifting class, my instructor at the end of the class for a cool down, he played Music Child, or is it Music Soul Child? So beautiful. I didn't know who the song was by, but I remembered the song. And so after class, I was like, who was that? And he said, Music Soul Child. I went out on the Stairmaster and I was playing all of the good ones. Do you guys remember the Neo Soul era? Baby, I used to love me some Maxwell. Do you guys remember that one Maxwell song? The one where Kerry Washington is in the video. Bad Habits. Woo! But my favorite is Till the Cops Come Knocking. Till the cops come knocking. RR says Tracy knows I'm into cars. I just got a 007 Aston Martin in dark blue. I'm selling it with a Big Mac stains and all. RR, you know you can get those Big Mac stains out of there. Aston Martin, that is a beautiful car. Woo, that's a beautiful car, RR. Yes. Patrick said you got to keep a. Wait, no, that wasn't Patrick. Wait. Yeah, Patrick says you got to keep a little flavor in the bedroom. Just don't take it too far. Exactly. Frank says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing very good. Hi, Frank. Gia, which song? Bad Habits or Till the Cops Come Knocking? Ah! Or the Music Child song? Patrick says, hi. Hi, Patrick. Patrick says, hi, I like that you wear your natural hair. Thank you, Patrick. I've been having a ball with my hair. Gia says, you're so cute, Tracy. Oh, Gia, thank you. Play gonna Krishan, play gonna please. I don't know what that means. I used to love me some Maxwell. I used to love oh, I played that one dude song. I have his album. Who is this dude, you guys, back in the neo soul era, who used to always wear his hair back in cornrows, and he have this one song. Oh, I think the name of the song is called "You." How does it go? Raheem Navine. I believe that's how you say his name. And he had this song called "You." Oh, it's gonna be about you. Oh, every word in this song's gonna be about you. Oh, baby, I have that whole album. I love that album, but that song right there, I will put it on repeat. Wait. I'm almost through with my salad, and I didn't have my nuts in there. Oh, yes. Beck says, I am craving steak and wine. I don't drink alcohol anymore, Bex, but when I did, baby. Woo! A good steak dinner with a glass of Pinot Noir. What's your favorite wine, Bex? Baby, I would drink Pinot Grigio during the day, and I would drink Pinot Noir at night. That was my thing. I didn't even really drink hard alcohol, but that wine, baby. Terrence said, listen to the whispers. Now that's way, way back. What's a good song to listen to by the Whispers? Now you guys know who my favorite uncle used to listen to when I was coming up as a little girl. He used to listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh my God. I fell in love with me some Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's not my era either, but my uncle used to play it all the time. He would wear those Earth, Wind, and Fire songs out. I can't call the names of them, but God, I used to love me some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Champagne. Oh, yeah. Beck says like champagne. What's that? Yes. How to Josh says, I want a good steak dinner with a glass of solid wine. I love me. That is my favorite meal to cook. I cook a lot, but it's usually for the guys in the house. Like last night, we had Taco Tuesday. Was that Tuesday? I don't usually cook. Sometimes I don't cook Taco Tuesday on Tuesdays. And I think I made Taco Tuesday yesterday. But I don't eat tacos. So I'm literally like, oftentimes when I'm cooking for the guys in the house. You guys know I stay with 4 men. But I don't usually eat what I cook them. Unless it's something like, if I'm making air fried chicken, anything, air fried chicken wings, air fried chicken thighs, I only use air fried. Now if I'm cooking that, I'll make like the air fried chicken thighs with some type of maybe some Alfredo or some pasta or some vegetable, Now, if I'm doing something like that, yes, I'll eat the chicken thighs, but then my salad. Chicken thighs and some celery. Chicken thighs and some fruit. But if I'm making things like spaghetti, chicken Alfredo, tacos, I don't eat that. I eat something totally different. And it's usually some type of salad and a piece of meat. Mm-hmm. Today, when I do the lives with you guys, and if I do Wendy's, I'll get the salad that I got, but then I also got a hamburger. Just the burger, nothing else. Because for dinner, I have the salad for lunch, but then for dinner, I'll have the hamburger and just take off the bun and put the zero tortillas on there. But I'll have that for dinner with some salad. Or I have I usually like to eat nowadays because it's just so quick and easy. I'll have my burger that I got from Wendy's, put the zero tortillas to replace the bun with the zero tortillas, and then I like to eat my protein chips. So the guys will have something totally different though, but that'll be what my dinner is. Mm-hmm. Aww. I love that name. Zero Tolerance said, hey T-Bird in the chat. Hi Zero Tolerance. Patrick Green Howard. How old are you? Patrick Green Howard said, what about Teddy? Are you talking about Teddy Pendergrass? You real old school. Although I did read up about Teddy Pendergrass, and neighbors saying that he was a hunk back in his day. I had only seen him as what was it, paraplegic in a wheelchair, but they said before he had that accident, the ladies loved some Teddy Pendergrass. Love. As a matter of fact, they said that he was known for when he would be in concerts, the women would take off their undies and throw them up on the stage. They loved them some Teddy Pendergrass. I had to go back and look at a video because I was like, really? Because I just couldn't see him that way. And then I found an old video, maybe from the 80s or something, and it showed him before he was in the wheelchair. He was a really nice looking man. But the rumor was... Beck said, girl, what's your appetite? Terrence Jones says, I'm going to make you my wife. Wifey. Oh my God, it's been so long since I've seen Basic Instinct. I used to love that movie, Basic Instinct. Wait, do the Basic Instinct move? Oh, you mean where the girl was being interrogated by the investigators and she had that skirt on? Who was that? Oh my God, I'm looking right at her. Who was the actress in Basic Instinct? And she's being interrogated by the police officers or whatever, and she had the skirt on, and then she like opened up her legs so that he could see in between her skirt, and I guess she didn't have on any undies. What the hell is her name? I am literally having a brain fart. I'm looking right at her. Who is the actress, you guys? Sharon Stone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is that? Such. S-R-C-H. Sharon Stone. That was a really good movie. Yes, New Day. Sharon. Did she do much anything after that? I used to like her. This weekend, you guys, I had a whole 80s weekend. I started off with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Then I watched my favorite 16 Candles. Then I watched, you guys know, if you want to get a visual of what my mom used to look like, or you guys, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm here in Las Vegas, so the phone is definitely going to overheat. But just stay there, you guys, because when it cools off, YouTube will let me resume the live. I gotta remember to tell you guys that at the beginning of the lives. If the phone goes out and I haven't said goodbye, just stay there. In a few minutes, it'll come back on. Oh, but I was telling you guys that Beck says you're glitching. Is it still glitching now that the power is back on? Terrence said, Tracy, where are you? I don't see you. Is she offline? No, you guys, come back. It's because when the phone overheats, it'll shut down the phone. And then iPhone seems to be really sensitive to the heat. But it'll always come back on, you guys. So if I don't say goodbye to you guys, just stay there. Just stay there. YouTube will let me resume the live as soon as it cools off. Beck says, hi. Yes, you guys, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. But look, it allowed me to, I think that was Source saying, girl, you need to finish your lunch. And I'm talking to you guys so much I didn't even eat. But look, I was able to eat quite a bit. So I'm almost done eating. But this weekend, I had an 80s weekend. And if you guys want to know what my mom looked like, my mom in the 70s, like even now, people always mistake her for being a white woman. But her look, the way she looked, I didn't realize this until I was watching 16 Candles this weekend. The mom in 16 Candles. So Molly Ringwald, I think her character's name, she's the one turning 16. Her character's name is Samantha. Molly Ringwald's mom in the movie 16 Candles is what my mom used to look like back in the 70s and 80s. Almost identical. I was showing one of my roommates that. I said this because he had never seen my mom. I said, this is what my mom used to look like. And then I couldn't find any pictures of my mom from back in the 70s. But that's what she used to look like, you guys. But I had some recent pictures of her. And then I was able to show him some pictures of her, what she looks like now. But everybody used to always think that my mom was white, you guys. It was so funny. When she would come up to school for any kind of school events or pick me up or anything like that. And I would say, this is my mom. And people would be like, girl, stop playing. I'm like, this is my mom. And she said, people used to always think that she used to work at a bank. And she said people used to always think that she was white. Sometimes even talking to her, thinking they were talking to a white woman. It was so funny. RR, you make me laugh every time. RR says, Tracy, should women wear underwear? I can't. Oh my God. Should women wear underwear? I think so. If they don't, I find it unladylike. Am I wrong? Oh my God. Oh, that is so funny. Yes, I think that women should wear underwear. Or it's just a clean thing to do, right? It's just a clean thing to do. I can't imagine wearing my clothes. What do they call that, you guys, when you go, when you don't have on, when like guys don't wear underwear? Is it Colombo? Colombo? They say going Columbus style. I don't know, but it means they don't have on any underwear. I don't really think women can afford not to wear underwear. It's just a clean thing to do. It's a very cleanly thing to do. Not only ladylike, it's just a cleanly thing to do. I can't even imagine wearing my clothes with no underwear on. Although they do say that when you're going to sleep at night, it's best to have on no underwear. Just to get, just to keep it airy and flowing and fresh, to go without underwear while you're sleeping. RR said, don't laugh. No, RR, you want me to laugh. I honestly believe you made that comment because you wanted me to laugh. Oh, Beck says, I was in agony when I was vegetarian. I was vegetarian for, I believe, 7 years. It wasn't agony, though. I quite enjoyed it. You guys know me. I always make the best out of anything. I know the air might be in you guys' ears, but I have to keep the air on because it's hot. Although it's not unbearable, but I'm trying to have the phone not overheat again. Bobby says, you're a true black goddess. Wow. Thank you so much. I forgot where I was. I was at, I think, lunch with my friends. And one of my girlfriends, that was her first time seeing me without braids. And she was like, you remind me with that hairstyle. She said, you remind me so much of Marilyn Monroe. She just kept saying it. She was like, seriously, you look like Marilyn Monroe. That's so funny. I know who Marilyn Monroe is, but I didn't know like what her signature hairstyle was. And so then I had to pull it up. I was like, oh, okay, I see what she was saying with the hairstyle. Bex says, you're my favorite. I watch your videos daily. Wow. I love to hear that, you guys, when you say you watch the videos. I do it for you guys. Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. I make the content for you guys. But it also feels like even when I'm not on live, you guys, when I'm not on live and I'm making the videos, even though I'm not live, it still feels like now. It feels like I'm just talking to you guys. And I'm just driving around with you guys. And make sure nothing's in my teeth. And we are just going out doing errands. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So that's why I'm always like, you guys are just coming along with me for the ride. Because that's what it feels like. Like I'm making those videos for you guys every day, but you guys are just going with me, going to the gym, going to Starbucks, going to the grocery store. And a lot of times people pull up next to me, I'm just talking, but they just assume, I suppose they think that I'm just, talking on the phone or something like that. Or if I pull up at the Starbucks and I'm still making a video with you guys, I'll continue to talk. And so even when I pull up to the window, people will see there's nobody else in the car with me, but I'll still be talking because it feels like you guys are just my just my family, my virtual family that I'm talking to. RR says, I just come in, never know what to expect. Big butts, nails, etc. I'm learning. RR, you like the big butts? RR, do you like the BBLs? Do you like the BBLs that the girls, it's just become so common now. Do you guys like the BBLs? I don't know if you guys even know the difference between a real big butt and a BBL. I remember when I first moved to Vegas, you guys, I come from Missouri. And so it's just black. I'm not saying now, but when I was coming up, mainly what I saw was black people and white people. Well, when I moved to, and black people were known, black women were known to have big butts. Well, when I moved to Vegas about 10 years ago, and you guys know the Latino community in Vegas is large. To me, it feels like it's like 50% of the population here in Vegas is Latinos. And when I first came here, I was like, what? It just seemed so weird to me. And I was seeing all these Hispanic women, Latinas, and they had these small waists and big butts. And I literally was like, I did not know, because I thought that was a black thing. And I said, I did not know Latina women had big butts like black women. I was just going around town like, and it just seemed like every Latina woman I saw had a small waist and this big round butt. And I was like, I had no clue, you guys. I even said to my ex, I was like, I have never known any other race of women to have big butts like black women. And it took a couple of years before somebody told me. They were like, those are BBLs. I had no clue. They were like, no, those are BBLs. And it made sense because I was just so shocked, because I was like, I never knew that the majority of Latina women had these small waists and big butts like this. They're not. They're BBLs. I was like, okay. Patrick said, let's do some errands then, baby. Yeah, Patrick said, I like a woman to be natural. Oh, Rachel said most of them are white Dominicans. Some of them are mixed Indian and black middles. But some do get the surgery. We're like Tyler, multiracial. Uh-huh. I did not know that, Rachel. I thought that they were just, yeah. Because I've always just looked, when I see a black woman who naturally has that just like small waist, hips, and big bottom, I'm like, wow. We, back in the day, we would call that a Coke bottle. We say, oh, the guys would say, she built like a Coke bottle, meaning that waist come in like this, hips, and that round, nice round butt. But to me, in my opinion, the ladies nowadays have just taken it too far. I saw this girl in the gym the other day, and I was like, if you're not a sex worker, if you're not a stripper, have an OnlyFans page, I really don't like it when the ladies make it too big. It just, it just don't, it just, to each his own, but it just looks weird to me. Oh, Tommy says, donate to my girl Tracy. She never disappoints. Tommy, you hit the super chat. Tommy says, do you have Cash App? I gotta get my Cash App back working. And I need to find out. I have a PayPal, but I don't even know what the freaking username is. I said I'm going to find out what my PayPal is so that I can at least put it in my description. So yeah, Tommy, thank you so much. But so for right now, all I can accept are the super chats or the thanks. And I appreciate you guys. But I said I'm going to find out how to get maybe just a new Cash App. Yeah, Rachel, sometimes they just take it too far. Rachel says, I don't care. I have a gut. When I get my money, I'm investing in a business, not a BBL. Absolutely. But for a lot of these women, Rachel, the BBL is their business. You know what I mean? Like if they're a sex worker, you know, that body makes them money. But the girls who they doing all that BBL just for its and grins, I don't understand it. Ooh, that's the truth. Rachel said, just go to the gym. Don't care. BBL or no BBL, these men are going to cheat. Absolutely. I don't think women get it. I don't think women get it, Rachel. It doesn't matter how fine you are, how big that butt is, how snatched that waist is, how long your wig is, how beautiful your nails are. They don't care. I think they have a saying, the men have a saying, you guys, and it's something like, for every beautiful woman you see, there's a man who's tired of making whoopee with her. That is so true. It is so freaking true. They like novelty. They just like novelty. It don't matter if you are a dime. They're going to get bored and keep it moving. Beck says, you have good taste. Thank you. Buzzy says, love you. Thank you. Yep. Rachel says, I'm just going to go to the gym, get water, trainer, and these men cheat with BBL or no booty. Yep. They sure will. Waist trainer. Yep. This is why I always tell the ladies, do what you want to do for you. Like if you personally like that look of a BBL, cool. But if you're doing it to get the attention of a man, wrong move. Wrong move. Huge mistake. It's like I tell these ladies, if you wearing a wig because you personally like wigs, then go for it. But if you're doing all this for this man's attention, trying to catch a man, get a man, big mistake. You're going to invest a lot of money and the man's still going to cheat. Beck says, I watch your videos daily. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Rachel says, yes, a lot of them are bums with multiple baby daddies acting like pick me, not risking my life. I can die getting a BBL. Absolutely. Rachel says, Dominicans think that if I have a perfect body, prevent men, they still DL, most of them. Yep, absolutely. Beck says, you're the whole package. Thank you. Gojo says, do a 360. Men are so funny. Every time I hear a man tell a woman to do a 360, I'm like, who do you think you are? I'm not here to perform for you. Yes, Rachel said, finish cybersecurity training, get some certification, try to go overseas. I'm over it. Yes. Absolutely. Rachel said Latinos and white women wear hair extensions as well. Asians as well. Absolutely. She said, I don't understand why black men are so pressed. Yes, to all of my men out there. To all of my men out there. All the ladies of all races, they all wear extensions. Tape-ins, what is those one called where they glue the extensions in? That's called, I think, infusions. They wear wigs too, half wigs. Yes, men, you need to know that. That's not just black women who wear the fake hair or extensions. The problem is, and black women, don't get mad at me, the problem is that black women tend to wear the extensions that don't match their natural hair. And so they get mad when the men are like, why don't you wear your hair? Why don't you wear your hair? But they could alleviate a lot of the problems if they would just, if they want to wear extensions, cool, but just wear extensions that match your natural hair, because then it just looks natural. And that is exactly what the other races of women do. They wear extensions, but it's extensions that match and blend with their own natural hair. Whereas black women have a tendency to wear wigs and extensions that are the polar opposite of their natural hair. And so it looks kind of weird. It looks weird. And I don't think that black women understand this. Like, we are the only race of women who have the type of hair that we have. It's what we're supposed to have, though, because our natural hair is what goes best with our features. Like, we tend to have very pronounced features. And so I personally just don't think when the black women wear like silky straight hair, silky straight blonde fake hair, I really personally think that they're doing themselves a disservice, because it doesn't look natural. Not only does it not look natural, it literally is not flattering to your features. Like, our features tend to be round and robust and very pronounced. And so a silky straight blonde fake hair is not flattering to your natural look. So, I mean, to each his own. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If you want to wear the wigs, wear the wigs. But I personally, I just, and I'm telling you ladies, as a lady who sees in other women what men see, I personally think your natural hair is one of your best features, and it goes the best with your actual features, like your nose and your lips and things like that. I think our natural hair is what just complements our features the most. So I don't really know. I mean, as a woman who sees what men see in women, when I see a woman and she has on a wig that doesn't match her natural hair, I just, I don't talk about her. I just kind of look away. I don't even, it's just not my thing. I think you ladies are doing yourself a disservice by covering up your natural hair. That's what I want to say. Oh, General Michael says, geez, girl, you are beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Rachel said they can relax their hair. We can do so much with our hair, Rachel. Rachel, I'm not sure if you're a black woman, but black women can do so much. We have so many ways that we can wear our hair that it's like, I just personally don't like it when my black sisters cover up their hair. Now, if you're just doing something for an event, or I don't know, some special occasion or something different, but when I see my black ladies in 365, like every day, they're covering up their natural hair, it just kind of makes me sad. It just makes me a little sad. KS says, Tracy, you are right. Whether a man or a woman, if you are going to the gym for attraction and you reject, your self-esteem will be affected. If you're going to the gym to attract people and you're always getting rejected, yeah, your self-esteem is going to take a hit, I suppose. Gojo says, I make you laugh. Yes. Yeah. Rachel said we straighten our hair like every 3 months. Yep. RR said I could put my tools on the big butt. I'm always losing them. Oh my God. Okay, so RR is a butt man. He's a butt man. I get it, RR. I get it. Sometimes. Ah, you know, I'm part of the community. And sometimes I'm on that Stairmaster. That girl, those girls walk in that front door and they walk past me. Oh, with that big butt, I'm like, what in the hell? I'm like, Source just wanted me to have something beautiful to look at while I'm on the Stairmaster. Oh, the other day this girl came in. You guys know the Stairmaster in the gym sits high, and so you can just see all over the gym. And the other day, you guys know how I'm always talking to Source. I'm always talking to Spirit. And I couldn't really find anything on YouTube. I'm listening with my earbuds. I'm on the Stairmaster. And I wasn't really entertained by anybody on YouTube. And I didn't feel like listening to another podcast. And I literally said, Source, give me, and I was thinking in my mind on YouTube, but I said, Source, give me something nice to watch. Give me something good to watch. Girl. And this girl came in the front door within a minute. This girl came in the front door, all of that butt. And I think she on like some neon pink booty shorts. And she literally, if I'm on the Stairmaster, she literally came to this, like in the middle part of the gym, they have like this turf. And then people be doing all kind of different exercise, lifting weights, doing sit-ups. But she literally came in the gym, you guys, and like came in my direct line of view, stops and starts doing all these stretches. And she's bending over like this. She's doing all of this, but it was literally right in my line of view. I laughed so hard. I was like, Source knows, because I had just literally said, give me something good to watch. Oh my God. And she was doing it was almost like she literally came in the gym, stopped right there and did all of those stretches with her butt just facing me, just for my entertainment. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. Oh, that's so funny. It be all in your clothes. What did I miss? Bex says, I have the Brazilian extensions. Uh-huh. Rachel says the Middle Eastern franchise Brazil sell hair relaxers too. Arabic, Indian have relaxers. Yeah, Twanda says natural is best in my opinion. It's just my opinion, you guys. And I don't think a lot of ladies who are wearing these wigs out here trying to get a man, I don't think they're keeping their ears to the streets. A lot of these men are making fun of these ladies wearing wigs. Oh, they talk about them so bad. Oh, okay. Rachel says, yes, I'm Black Native American of Dominican Colombian heritage. Wow. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Come on. Riverita says, I am loving my pixie cut with my salt and pepper. Yes. Yes. Oh, I used to love a good pixie cut. Oh, I was rocking a pixie cut. Oh, because I used to always have a bob in high school. And then I want to say maybe 22, 23, I cut my bob and I was wearing this pixie cut for about maybe a year or two. That was so easy to maintain. I used to love that little pixie cut. You couldn't tell me nothing. Riverita says that she enjoys her pixie cut with her salt and pepper. Riverita, do you know what I have been doing? Okay, I have always had my hair just jet black. My natural color was dark brown, but I'm like, I don't like that. I've always loved a good jet black look. Well, as I've been getting older and my grays are coming in, I have always loved a good burgundy wine color, the like that deep red hair color. But I was never able to do it because if you put the burgundy hair color on black hair, you can't see it because your hair is black. And so the only way that I would have been able to get like that deep burgundy color for you to really actually see is if we lift our hair, which means basically, what do they call that? Develop. We have to put a developer on our hair that then lifts the color out of our hair, and it kind of basically gives you like a canvas. It turns it like light or white, and now you can put the hair color on your hair. But you got to lift it first to get it from black to like this white color to then be able to put this burgundy color on it that I wanted. So as much as I love the burgundy hair color, I was never able to dye my hair that color because you just wouldn't be able to see it. It just still looked black. Well, now as I'm getting older and my grays are coming in, what I'm doing, you guys, is I'm letting my grays grow out and let it just come in. And then, Ravita, I'm using the burgundy color now. And then when I put the burgundy dye color on my hair, then it's allowing, I don't know if you guys can see it, I've only been able to do it now for like two different times. I've dyed my hair twice now with this burgundy red, so it's not you can't see it a lot, but in certain areas, you guys, where I have a lot of grays, I'm gonna show you. In certain areas where I have a lot, okay, there it is. In certain areas where I have a lot of grays, you guys, can you see it? Now you can see the burgundy. So now, you guys, where I'm in the past, where I would be like, oh man, I want to cover up my grays. Now I get so happy when my grays are coming in because that means it's going to be white, and I can now put the burgundy color on there. And now my hair, well, probably in the next 6 months, now you're going to really be able to see the burgundy. Can you guys see that? So you'll be able to see. So I've been just like loving it when my hair, when the grays grow out, because I'm like, yes, now I get to dye it with the burgundy, and you guys, and now eventually, my goal is eventually all of my head will be the burgundy color that you guys see down there in my roots. But I got to let the grays come in. So now I get actually excited when I see, I'm not going to put my hair all over the place. Now I get excited when I see my grays coming in, because I'm like, yes, I get to dye my hair burgundy. I swear to God, the simplest things get me happy. Russell said, I'm trying to see the rest of you. No disrespect. Russell, why you need to see the rest of me? Good question. Tawanda says, I wonder who really likes BBLs, straight or DL? Twanda, I follow a openly bisexual man on YouTube, and he was saying, yes, affordable removable services, says black is beautiful. Absolutely. Glenn says hi. Hi, Glenn. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you come in, and be sure to give me a thumbs up when you come in. Yeah, Russell says natural body and brains. Yeah. Oh, Beck says, Tracy, you are the whole package. You have nothing to stress about, girl. You're amazing. Bex, I am not stressed about nothing. Anytime something comes in my life that tries to stress me, I remove it. I remove it. I will cut you off quick. Don't bring the T-bird any kind of stress or drama. I will cut you off. Russell said, I want to watch you on the Stairmaster. No, you don't, Russell. When I'm on the Stairmaster, baby, I don't look nothing like this. My hair is up in a ponytail and I am sweating profusely. Just, I'm getting it in. When I'm in the gym, I am getting it in. I am not trying to look cute. I remember when I first used to go to my weight trainer guy, he would say, we don't have time to be looking cute up in here. He's like, we work. He's like, we going to work. He's like, we don't look cute up in the weightlifting class. He's like, we here to work. Uh, I'll be looking. Rachel said, me too. I be looking. Rachel, you looking at the girls too? Oh, oh my God, that's so funny. The girls are just so much better to look at. I'm sorry. Even the nice looking guys in the gym and they in there pumping their weights and stuff. It just don't do nothing for me. I like that they're in shape, yeah, but if there was a nice looking woman and nice body and a nice looking man, nice body, and they both walked in front of me in the gym, I'm absolutely going to look at the girl. I don't know. Guys are just not. I mean, I appreciate it, and especially, oh my God, when I see those men with straight up abs like that, I'm like, oh my God, I can just appreciate the hard work it takes to get your body like that. But when I'm looking at the men, I'm not looking at the men like, oh, I want to jump your bones. I want to go home with you. No, when I look at the men, especially if their body is just chiseled like that, I'm like, oh, the respect I have because I know how much it takes just for me to get just a little definition. I got to do so much work. So when I see them and they just chisel and abs like that, I'm like, the work it must take to get your body like that. So I have nothing but appreciation and respect for that. Uh, I know, Twanda. Twanda says, I just got hip to the BBL and lace front look. No originality. That's so true. Women of all races are starting to blend. Crazy, insane. I know, Twanda. I'm like, y'all all look alike. You just all look alike. But you know what, Twanda? That's why when I see a woman, no matter where I am, the gym, out running errands, anything, and she has her natural hair out, or she just like has a very unique look about her, I will go out of my way to compliment her. I'm like, oh my God, I love your hair. Oh, I love this. I love that. I love this because it's so true. Like women of all races, they're all literally doing the same look. And it's like, do something different. Hmm. Russell said, if them thighs are thick and your skin complexion's in there, please let me watch. Russell want me to have an OnlyFans page. I don't have an OnlyFans page, Russell. Mm, Russell said, I'm Scottish American. Do you like Scottish American? Italians. Look at Russell. Russell says, I produce hazel and blue eyes and dark skin. That does look good when a person has dark skin and they have the lighter eyes. It's nice looking. RR says, Stairmaster for big butts. Noted. Tracy, excellent information. Or if you go to the gym, the Stairmaster is the place to be. You can see over the whole, it is the best place to people watch. The best. That 20 minutes on that Stairmaster goes by like this when I'm people watching. Russell, you better stop. Russell talking about me and my wife are trying to scoop you up. God, I bet you taste good as the salad. No. So, Russell, you're in an open marriage. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's why I always try to tell the ladies, think outside the box. This whole traditional monogamous relationships, they're dead. He ain't gonna do nothing but cheat on you anyway. So you guys might as well just be open and honest about what it is. I love that, Russell. I love honesty and being authentic. How long have you been in an open marriage, Russell? I was in an open relationship. We weren't married, but I was in an open relationship for almost 10 years with the father of my son. That was some good times. I don't care what you say. That was some good times. Everybody has their rules, though, in the open marriages, you guys. In open relationship, everybody have their rules. And so when I was with this guy, we had an open relationship, and our rule was that we could entertain girls, and we had to do it together. And the reason why we broke up from that wonderful relationship was because he had to still go outside of our arrangement and sleep with a girl outside of our arrangement. That's what I mean, ladies. You can't please this man. You talking about the perfect setup. But it was fun while it lasted. It was a really good time. We would go to the clubs. I got to pick out the girls. We would, and he was extremely beautiful. He was beautiful. So even when I would go pick up the girls in the club, and I would tell them what it was. And, hey, me and my guy, da da da. And then when I would take the girl back over to him, and they would already be down because I just introduced myself and said what it was. And then when I would take her back over to see my boyfriend, he literally looked like heaven just dropped him out. Beautiful. Model beautiful. And when the girl would see him, she would be like, what? Hell yeah, I'm down. We had a good time. We had a really good time. That was one of my favorite relationships. He's deceased now, but I used to call him my soulmate. I'm like, you are my soulmate. Yeah. Russell says, wait a minute. No, Russell, I'm in Las Vegas. But Russell says, what happens if someone pulls it? I always got in trouble. You got in trouble for what? Yep. Yep. Twanda says, I think the black men like wigs and extensions. They just don't like them on black women. So freaking true. So freaking true. Russell said, don't dye your hair. Russell, I love this burgundy hair. I've been dyeing it. I did it now twice. I love it's like a dark. You can't really tell. You see, you can't really tell still. But it's a burgundy red, but it's my hair, the most of my hair is still black. So you really can't tell. But sometimes when the sun hits it, you can kind of see it like on the tips. I can't wait till it's that all. It's just all. So it's, you guys know the color I'm talking about? It's deep. It's just like a wine. You know what? It looks like the color of red wine. That deep, deep red that you really kind of have to get up close on to tell that it's red. Mm-hmm. Oh, dang. I thought I was going to be able to go through the live without blocking somebody. Oh yeah. Affordable says blue, red, green hair is just crazy. I agree. Not my thing. Not my thing. Just not my thing. I know ladies who like to put their hair in that red, blue, orange. It's just not my thing. I just don't think it's classy. I just don't think it's a classy look. Riverita says your hair is, but Tracy, your hair is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just like a little bit. I just like a little bit of that burgundy highlight. So now you guys, when I put the burgundy hair color on, it 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 makes my hair have like a natural highlight. So now when I'm dyeing the grays, the grays, the burgundy now just looks like a natural highlight. That's what I meant to say. It is absolutely divine. Oh, Russell says I don't mind a wig, but I would buy one. You like the wigs, Russell? Dang. Silvano T99. Let me go ahead and block you. Okay. Russell says you micro braids. Oh my God, you would be so. I just took braids out. Ah, Rachel, you put that out there in the chat, and then you said secretly. Rachel says, I like girls too, secretly. Ha ha ha. Not going downtown. Hell no. Yeah. Yeah. In the community, you got all kind of different things, right? You got some women who, what do they call them? Oh, so the women who like women, but they don't want to go down on another woman, they are called pillow princess. There's a lot of pillow princesses in the community, you guys, where they like a girl, but they don't want to go down on a girl. And then this is a good thing though, because then you have a lot of women who are studs, and they are oftentimes what we call touch me not. They don't like to be touched. Don't go down on them. Definitely don't bring no dildo near them. They don't want to be touched in those, like they like kissing and things, but they don't want to be touched in that way at all. So oftentimes this stud and this princess pillow get along really, really good. I think we need to bring back kissing. Do you guys remember that time in your life, maybe teenager, and before you start making whoopee? Remember just kissing. Kissing is a lost art. That's what I want to make a upcoming video on, you guys, about the new relationships that I really want to start encouraging and promoting, which are just platonic relationships, just friendships. Friendships, women having female friends, and men having female friends. Like, let's bring back friendships. Let's bring back platonic relationships where people just like to just hang out with each other. People just like to just go get coffee together. It's like no strings tied. Like they're not trying to rush back to the bedroom. It's like, no, I'm having a relationship, but it's platonic. There's no whoopee involved. Maybe kissing, but no whoopee involved. Bex says, you are so beautiful. You deserve everything. I have everything, Bex. My life is absolutely perfection. I mean perfection. Oh yeah, and Rachel, I also saw a girl. She was saying that Rachel was saying that the girls, when they get the BBLs, they have to keep going back for surgeries. And she recently uh, saw some woman die from all the BBL surgeries. Swirly Cinnamon. Wow, that is such a nice username. Says hi. Yes, you guys say hi to me as you come in the chat. Um, or they have, what's that guy's name? T.I. and his wife Tiny. Girls like that, they don't know when to stop. All the facial surgeries, the body surgeries, I think they really get addicted to the surgery. Oftentimes, I think what happens too is they get botched surgeries, and so they have to keep going back trying to correct it, but they can never really correct it. Who was that? Was that Look Him started off? Oh, if you guys Look Him, the rapper, she used to be so freaking gorgeous, just natural beauty. She kept getting these surgeries, getting these surgeries, getting these surgeries, and apparently she just started with the nose job, and then I think they said that she was trying to correct it, a bad nose job, and then just kept just mutilating their faces. They said that's the same thing that happened with Michael. Like they just get addicted to it. Michael Jackson, they just keep going back and going back, and next thing you know, they just, what a comedian said, next thing you know, they just look like a lizard. They just look weird. Oh yeah, Twanda says, yet the men are complaining. Is it another scramble? Keep the ladies preoccupied so as to dip elsewhere. We are in some crazy times. We are in some crazy times. Russell said Michael braids are sexy. Yeah, they are. The Baron says open marriages don't exist. It's called divorce waiting to happen. But the men going out there doing their thing anyway. This is my problem with the ladies. It's like, you should go do your thing. Because you know your man out here doing your thing. His thing. Just use protection. You guys, this HIV. Woo-wee. The recent report I saw said they were listing the top 5 places where HIV is high. And I think number 5 was Las Vegas. And then number 1 was DC. You guys know we've been hearing about Houston. Of course, Atlanta was on the list. Miami. Number 1 was DC, Atlanta. Memphis, Miami, Las Vegas. And we all know Houston. I don't know how Houston wasn't on that list because we've been hearing all kind of reports coming out of Houston, Texas. And Atlanta been off the charts. You guys had better be out there using protection. The HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea. Woo! Russell, are you being inappropriate? Please don't be inappropriate in the chat. I thought you were doing good, Russell. What happened? Are you over there drinking? You guys know how it is when somebody first come into the bar and they sit down and they get a drink and they start off talking real normal and fine. After 2 or 3 drinks, that professional corporate man goes from just being such a gentleman to just potty mouth. Just a potty mouth. Come on, Russell, keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yep, Twanda said open marriages is just a divorce waiting to happen. But Twanda, these men are out here cheating anyway. Most of the time they out here cheating, and the woman at home accepting his dirty dragon D, she don't have no clue. He been dipping that D in everything. Beck says you're a model. Wow, thank you. Yeah, that's true. Barron says even with open marriage, it's rules. Yeah, everybody has their own set of rules of what's okay and what's not okay. Yeah. Russell said he likes. I'm suppose he's saying he likes to watch his wife. Ooh, Skippy. Skippy said, "What's up with all these sisters walking around with white boys nowadays?" Oh, Skippy, are you white or are you a black man? I love to see the interracial dating. Love. Mm-mm. Beck says, "Is your hair naturally afro?" I adore afro. I like the blacks. Oh my God. I like the afro. Oh, oh, that's so funny. Oh, uh, Russell said his wife is wild and he's the conservative and he wants her to enjoy life. Yes, Russell, that's a good thing. Most of the time, Russell, that's the best mix. The yin and yang in a couple, when you have one person who's kind of laid back and chill and the other person is kind of wild, that usually makes for a good couple. Maverick says, "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" Hi, Maverick, how are you? I'm doing great. Who does this? Dang. Digger Nick. Gotta go ahead and block you. Why these people like to come onto the chat with the nonsense? Beck says, "I love your hair texture." Thank you. Russell says he loves extensions on a white woman. Is wrong. A lot of white ladies wear the extensions. Oh my God, yes, Twanda. Twanda says, "Before I forget, thank you for the red dress run update. Those men look sweet." Yes. Dang. I thought I blocked you, random. There. Um, I know. The host says, "What hair dye do I use?" She brought one of those colored shampoo products and it didn't work. I did too, host, and it did not work. You know what I use, host? And I give mixed reviews on this. Some people like it, some people absolutely hate it, but I don't care what you say. I've been using Beijing. Is that Beigin? I get it right off of Amazon. Cheap as heck. It's supposed to be all natural, no peroxide, no aluminum, no, it's three things. Alcohol, I don't know, but it's like three major chemicals, and it doesn't have any of those. And it's natural. It's a powder. I just add some water, stir it up, and I've been using that hair color, for years. It doesn't break my hair off. It doesn't dry my hair out. I haven't had any problems with it. But some people do say I don't know what they say about that hair color. They say maybe it's cheap. Maybe they say it dried their hair out. I didn't have any problems with it. But the hose, I do have to use it about every 3 weeks. I do. I don't know if my hair is just growing out that fast or if it's fading. But I do have to use it every 3 weeks. About a month, yeah, about once a month I use it. But I'm on a mission now because I'm trying to get this burgundy hair color. So I've been using it about once a month. I haven't had any problems with it. But some people do say, I don't know, some bad things about it. Do your research on it, but that's the one that I use. I haven't had any problems. Bex says, you're perfect. To me, I think I'm good, Bex. Um, Oh, Twanda says she used to wear wigs to give her natural hair a break. It was a real protective style. Yes. But Twanda, I've been seeing a lot of women said that they had started wearing these wigs for a protective style, and now they are really suffering from alopecia. You know, because I guess they were putting them on with the glue and stuff, and now they don't have any edges. I don't know if they were sleeping in them overnight, but a lot of women are online now saying that they have alopecia now because they either wore wigs too long, weaves too long, the braider was braiding too tight with the braids, and they have alopecia. I thought that alopecia was really rare, but come to find out, no. And a lot of these women now have to wear wigs because they said that they have just bald patches all throughout their hair now, or they don't have any edges at all. So now they feel like they have to wear the wigs, which is absolutely freaking sad. That's true, Russell. Russell said, I was taught never pull on or touch a black woman's hair, ever. Ah, that used to be a saying. Oh yeah, Twanda said kissing requires connection. It's now overly transactional. Absolutely. Adia says hi. Hello. Russell, keep it clean. Oh yeah. Russell said, are you just in the car chilling? Yes. Yes. Where are you, Russell? Oh shoot. Sandra says hi. Hi, Sandra. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you come in. Hi, Evie. Beck says you're my triple. I don't know what that means. Triple threat, maybe? I don't know what that is. Russell said, really? Tell your lady when you got something you want to tell her and it's your mama. Where you at? I'll help you touch down. Beck says, adore your hoops. Thank you. Nadia says, hi. Hi, Nadia. No. No. Dang. This is the fourth person in just like 30 minutes I have to block. Y'all just come on the people's chat just to be disgusting. Y'all just come on people's chat just to be disgusting. Why can't men just talk? Do men not know the art of speaking in a classy, sensual way? Ladies, do they just not know? You know how, like, I talk, even on my videos, I talk in code all the time. You guys know exactly what I'm saying, but I keep it classy. Do men just not know the art of just like, you can talk in a sensual way, but keep it classy and coded so it doesn't sound so barbaric and just nasty? Do they just not know that art? Beck says, I used to have turquoise hair. Really? Beck says, my friend had an allergic reaction to the hair color. Affordable says, like your nails. Thank you. Warwick said, girl, you can make a white guy turn black. My ex-husband was a white guy. Is that there aren't enough men like me on the market? King Pig says, women aren't choosing to be single. It's just that there aren't enough men like me on the market. I heard that. King Pix. Buzzy says, love you. Oh, thank you. Bull City says, hello from North Carolina. Hey, hey, hey. Beck says, you're my battery for today. Michael says, hi. Hello. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you come in. King Pix, in the last 30 minutes, I had to block 4 people. I had been on here an hour, didn't have to block anybody. I guess they're just getting off work. Maverick says, hey, honey, boo-boo. Oh, Maverick said, hey, honey, boo-boo, can we talk more in private? No. No. Russell says, are you near North Carolina? I was born in Washington, D.C. No, I'm in Las Vegas. Sin City, baby. Sin City. My family was so mad when I moved to Las Vegas. Why? Nothing but sin is going on there. Sinners and gambling and prostitutes. Why? I was like, I'm moving to Sin City. Triple digits. Maverick said, what's the temperature in Las Vegas? Triple digits, 106. Although it doesn't feel too bad. That's how you know you've gotten used to living in Las Vegas, when you can say 106 doesn't feel too bad. But when it hits 115, we stay in the house. Joe Waters says, no more 6 kids, baby mamas, raiding EBT. Go, Trump. Joe, you know what I find to be fascinating now? People always complaining about the baby mamas and the the single baby mamas out here with all the kids, but now they're complaining about the low birth rate. And Trump trying to do whatever he can, trying to pay people checks and $5,000 to get them to have kids. What's going on? Word says, if we meet, it's going to be dinner and a dance. Queen of the dance floor. I love to dance. Love. Russell said, but before you go, can I holler at you? Uchi said, why isn't anybody wishing me a happy birthday? Oh, you guys are so funny. Happy birthday to anyone having a birthday today. Happy special day to you. You say it's your birthday. No. It's my birthday too. I told you guys I was watching 16 Candles. Hey, Jude. Oh my God, that movie had me laughing so hard. It had been a year since I had seen 16 Candles. King Pick says, why should a man of my caliber get with an overweight single mom? Lots of educated black men like myself have to pick from a small pool. At Tracy Unplugged. King Picks, who's asking you to settle? Who's asking you to settle? Why won't you guys just take my advice and just be celibate? The men are always complaining about the women. The women are always complaining about the men. I do not understand why won't you guys just all close your legs and go on about your business. These women are not going to change for these men. These men are not going to change for these women. So why won't you guys just be celibate? Why won't you guys just go get the robot dolls? And they were for the streets. Joe says, I make money and I practice discretion. I ain't never suffering. Good for you, Joe. This is what I wish that more men would do. Concentrate on making your money. There's so many men out here on these YouTube streets, on these social media streets, bashing women and talking about what all they don't like about women. And I don't understand. Why won't you put that effort toward making some money? You men do understand that these women are not going to change. It's just what it is, you guys. These are the times that we're living in. These are your pickings. This is what you have to choose. So many men are out here. I don't understand why these women don't go back to the 1950s and why they don't act like the women from the 1950s. They're not going back. You're wasting your breath complaining about the women. Either you choose from what's available out here or just choose to be celibate. Choose to be celibate and live life. True. Joe says people can straighten up and fly right to impress. Most people aren't capable of real change because they don't look inward. True. I think if a lot of people would look inward and just get happy with themselves, they wouldn't be worried about what somebody else is out here doing. Beck says, I agree with everything you're saying. Joni says, hi. Hello. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Be sure to say hey to the T-Bird. And also, you guys be sure to thumbs up the video. Russell, I don't think you need to change. Russell says, why do we need to change? I don't think you need to change. And I also don't think these women need to change. I think men and women need to the facts. You cannot change anybody outside of you. Do you guys know I get the most attention? I get the most men, women attracted to me coming up to me when I'm doing my own thing. This is why I don't understand men or women when they're like, where are all the good men? Where are all the good women? When you just get focused on doing you and living your best life, people will come out of the woodwork. And this is why I always say about these men complaining about these women. I'm like, the more you keep your attention focused in on what you don't like about women, the more you're going to keep attracting those very things out of women. Whereas if you would just focus in on yourself, doing your own thing, living your best life, the right person for you will come out of nowhere. She'll just be in the grocery store. You'll just run into her when you go to the doctor. You guys, there is just an abundance of people, a variety of people available. Just don't even spend your time on it. You need to wake up. This is what I do, you guys. Because I believe that you attract who you are, and I believe that you create your own reality. I literally look at life like the game that it is. You guys, this is an illusion that we are living in, that we call reality. It is a game. I am trying to be the glitch in you guys' matrix. This is a game. You chose to come here in this avatar body, called Tracy, called Russell, called Joe, to have the human life experience. It's a game, you guys. You chose to come here. A lot of you guys are so busy complaining about things. It's like starting a game and you get on a game. You just went and you purchased the latest game. I don't know. What do you guys play nowadays? Fortnite or something? I don't know what you guys play. But that's like you going and purchasing the latest version of your game. Let's just say Fortnite. You get all excited. You chose that game. You purchased that game. You get all excited. You download the game. You ready. You start playing the game, and then you get in the game, and you start complaining about everything in the game. Oh, I don't like how I have to go around here and go around here to get to this next level. Oh, I don't like that this monster comes out of here, and then I got to shoot 5 people to get to this level. Like, who does that? Who does that? That's what this life experience is, you guys. It is a game. Why are you wasting your time complaining about the game? Just play the game. Have fun. It's going to be obstacles in the game. Why? Because if there aren't any obstacles in the game, it's just going to be boring. If any of you guys have ever played Grand Theft Auto, if everything was just peaches and cream and just came to you naturally and you didn't have to work for anything and you didn't get rewards for anything, it would be boring. You wouldn't want to play the game anymore because you would just be like, I can just get everything I want. It's just boring. It's no challenge. You guys, that's what life is. So instead of you guys complaining about everything, complaining about government, complaining about the society, complaining about job losses, complaining about bills, complaining about women, complaining about men. Just look at it like this is what makes the game we call life fun. The obstacles are here to make it fun and interesting, you guys. We have different races of people to make it fun. If everybody was all white, if everybody was all black, if it was all men, it would be boring. We need men, we need women, we need black, we need white, we need Asian, we need Hispanic. We need short, we need tall, we need bills to pay. We need the challenge of buying a new car, buying a house, getting put out of our house, losing our apartment. It's just part of the game. If more people would just look at life like it is a game, because it really is, you guys. I personally don't believe in death. I think that when we die, we just go offline and then we come online as something else, like in a game. That when we die, you cannot destroy energy. So we're not actually dying. This avatar just died, but we just come online again as something else. Like, we take this thing called life so serious. It's a game. People are taking these relationships so serious. Women need to do this. Men need to do that. Nobody is changing, you guys. You're wasting too much time. You're wasting too much of this precious life game complaining about somebody else and what somebody else needs to do, instead of just looking at it like, okay, they're doing their thing. Okay, that person likes a red car. That person likes a white truck. That person likes to wear their hair like this. That person, like, you guys need to just look at it like, it just, all these different people, their nationality, their race, their gender. Just look at it like it's what's making your life experience so fulfilling and so fun. It's not, these things are not here to make you guys constantly be fighting with one another. All of this variety in the game is here to make it more fun, to make it more fulfilling. You don't want everybody to be the same. You don't want everybody to have the same likes and dislikes. It would be boring, you guys. I wish more humans would just embrace the variety and the beauty that we have in this life and all of the differences. Dang, James. See, this is why I don't like to go on my spills, because somebody like this will come up in the chat and try to spam my chat. Bye bye, James. I hope you hit the thumbs up before I blocked you. CJ said life is no game. Okay, CJ, take life serious if you want to. All you're gonna do is stress yourself out. CJ said everything wrong in the world is because of women's fault. Life is not a game. Do you guys see that? Thank you, CJ, for saying this so that my ladies can see what I'm talking about. Ladies, I don't make this stuff up. Do you guys see CJ's remarks? CJ said women ruined everything. Do you guys see CJ's remarks? I don't make this stuff up, you guys. These men really do feel like all of the problems in the world today are because of women. Do you guys not see how sad that is? You got a lot of men out here walking around our beautiful society like CJ, mad at the world, mad at women. That is so freaking dangerous, ladies. This is why I tell my ladies, leave these men alone. They are dangerous as hell. Joe said he has never needed a date nap. Wait a minute, where did I leave off? Wait a minute, where did I leave off? Okay, I'm on go back this far. I'm behind in the chat, you guys. Beck says, I agree with what you're saying. Joe said, I came here to talk about bacon. Now I got the real talk. Oh, I love bacon. Russell says, stop watching everyone else and hating. Let them live. Yes. Oh, Timothy says, you're a beautiful lady. Thank you. Warwick says, speak to you soon. Stay safe. I subscribed. Oh, because you're a perfection. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, come by. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, you guys, when you leave. Beck says, I like your singing voice. My singing voice makes me laugh, Bex. I literally crack up at myself. I think today I was making a video. I started singing my Good Morning song. And I don't know if I hit the note wrong or something, but it literally made me laugh so freaking hard. I make myself laugh. Beck says, I'm crushing, girl. Joe says, it's not about changing yourself or anyone else. Initial physical attraction is what gets us interested, right? Then we need to find common ground. Stop faking conversation. Joe, do you find that women fake conversations? The women I see, when they're not interested, they just tell dudes, I'm not interested. They don't have the time to be faking conversations with people. I don't find that to be common at all. Yes. Russell said he living his best life. Yes. Joe said, men, I have never once needed a dating app. I'm just saying. I heard you, Joe. Yes. Beck says the most attractive thing is just being yourself. Facts. Russell said, I'm like the white Chris Tucker. Where Chris Tucker been? Where has Chris Tucker been? Russell said, my game is tight. I hear you, Russell. Russell said he don't have no problem with the ladies. House of Utopia said, love the hair, Auntie. Oh, thank you so much. I love when you guys call me Auntie. Auntie, Auntie. I feel like you guys, Auntie. And any ladies my age, I'm like, these are my sisters and my nieces. Joe said, I get excited to buy new cologne or shirts for my woman. What did you guys, oh, men, what is you guys' favorite cologne? I like to spray men's cologne on my pillows, on my bed. And just yesterday, I was like, man, I need to give me another men's cologne. And I'll just get one. I usually wear Joe Malone. And I usually buy the citrus flavors, like I like a citrus clean scent. And so the Joe Malone one is called something in cucumber. Oh, that smells divine. Another one is called, oh, my favorite is wood sage. And you can mix this is what I love about Joe Malone colognes, is that you can mix them. Ladies, the Joe Malone cologne smells really good. But two things. It's a high price point, which I don't have a problem with that. But for that price point, the smell dissolves fast. like the scent wears off really, really fast. I've been trying to telepathically send a message to Joe Malone. You got to do better. You've got to do better. The scent is divine, but it wears off so fast. But anyway, I'm looking for another men's cologne that I can spray on my pillow. One of my roommates, he came downstairs yesterday. Oh, no. That was last week. And he was going out on a date. I was like, what the hell? And literally, he had just walked through the house, and I came behind him like 2 minutes later, and his scent was just trailing through the house. I said, what do you have on? It smells so freaking good. I think he said it's Versace. I was like, Kevin, that smells divine. But he said that was Versace, but I can get it now because I now associate that scent with Kevin, and I don't want that. I don't want Kevin's scent on my pillows. But it smells really good, ladies. If you looking to buy a cologne for a man, he said it's Versace. It smells really, really good. But I'm looking for a new men's cologne because I want to spray it on my pillows. Greg says you're not choosing to stay single. Men are onto you. They're not biting.